what value add does a CA, or does it matter that somebody with a solid finance background bring as a co-founder to a startup?
We are solving the financial, as I mentioned, we are solving the core problem of digitizing the ownership records of the private companies, or this solving the big problem. And being a CA, understanding of the CA knowledge, or working in this finance roles over my last career, very much familiar with the pain points of can relate and also know what will enable to make this job easier. So captive equity management, ESOP management, or later compliance, filing of the various forms with the ROC in India or ACRA in Singapore. So all these aspects are the core of what a chartered accountant does, either as a practice or as a finance professional in a company, managing the finance operations of a company. So for this is a core of what we are trying to solve in as a Qapita, or any other fintech companies, because any fintech companies will have a lot of compliance licenses apart from managing the finance operations. A typical CA would be well versed in building a financial plan with this FP&A background and building a business plan, because that is the start of any core of any startup idea. And then as you start building the plan, then the fundraising process, CA plays a very important role in that function of explaining that first the idea, and then what it translates to the numbers, and then what are the different implications of various things, upsides and all, which will happen in terms of the finance metrics. End of the day, startup is about experimentation, right? Why is a startup successful, or why startup move fast, is because we are experimenting something and trying to solve much larger problems by taking bets and moving fast. So when you're on the doing it at a speed, you also need to have that risk assessment framework. The speed need to be also balanced with the what resources you have, what is that initial resources you need to focus on. The product is the most important one. All the resources need to go into the product development first, and all others can wait. And then when the product comes, then this next priority is this, next priority is that. You can have that mental map developing continuously as you are building the company and building the product.